Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike Green. I'm one of the owners of 1A Auto. I want to help you save time and money repairing and maintaining your vehicle. I'm going to use my 20 plus years experience restoring and repairing cars and trucks like this to show you the correct way to install parts from 1AAuto.com. The right parts installed correctly. That's going to save you time and money. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
In this video, we're going to be showing you how to replace a front window regulator on this Chevy HHR. This one's a 2008, but it's the same for any 2006 to 2010. Tools you'll need are a small flat blade screwdriver, a T30 Torx driver, a putty knife or a door panel clip tool, and a 10mm wrench or a socket and ratchet. Okay, first down inside your pull cup here, you'll see a little tab. Grab the tab, pull up a little rubber plate, and then there's two T30 Torx screws in there. And then take a little screwdriver and pry out underneath this little detent here. And there's a T30 Torx screw in there. And use a little fast motion here as I remove those three T30 screws. Okay, now right down here there's a little tiny pin. Just pry it out. Screwdriver. Okay. Now take a putty knife at first. Put back in there. Pull. Use a door panel clip tool if you like. Find the rest of the pins. Just kind of look in there at the same time. And actually what I eventually found on this is it's actually easy once you get the door panel out a little bit. Just run your fingers underneath the door panel until you come to one of the clips and then give it a good pull and it comes apart. Okay, even though I'm doing this what looks like very quickly, you want to slowly remove your insulation and water shield here carefully. You don't want to rip it, and you want the adhesive to pretty much stick to the shield itself. And then what I do is use a piece of painter's tape and just kind of tape it to the back of the door. Okay, so you can see our regulator's in fine shape. Lots of times what happens is there are cables here, and those cables will snap, and you'll hear the motor running and something grinding or clicking, but the window doesn't go anywhere. In that case, you'll probably be able to, once you get in here, you'll be able to move your window up and down pretty easily. There are two 10mm bolts that hold the window to the regulator, one here and one over there. You'll need to remove those, and even if your window doesn't move, they're pretty easy to reach no matter where they are. Okay, loosen that bolt. And I'm using an extension just to get to this bolt a little easier. Loosen that one up. Okay, grab your window and just bring it up. place. Just a couple pieces of painter tape just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, now your power window connection is right here. Push in with a screwdriver and push down some. Okay, and now the assembly is held in by 5 bolts. Okay, you can loosen these 2 nuts up here, remove these 2 nuts down here, and loosen this bolt here. Okay, speed things up as I do that. Remove 2 of the lower nuts, loosen up the other 3, and you might need to loosen up that middle bolt for the window motor a little more. Bring this up. Bring your whole assembly right up through there. Okay, here's our original regulator. And then the new regulator from 1A Auto. Oops. Everything's exactly the same. The motor is slightly different. And then one difference is that the original motor has the connection here. This just has a little bit of a pigtail. Nothing major. And what you're going to want to do is transfer all the 3 nuts and bolts to the new regulator. And speed it up here a little bit as I finish up doing that. Transfer the 2 nuts and the bolt that goes into the motor. Okay, feed the new regulator. Hang this up here first. Right there. The motor bolt. Okay, down through here. That stud through there. Reconnect our power window lead there. And speed it up as I tighten up those fasteners. Tighten them firm. You don't want to over tighten them though. Move my tape. The window slides down. Make sure it goes into these connectors okay. But I'll loosen them up a little bit. Okay. Tighten them back up. Turn our key on. Up and down nicely. this back in place. And here we're going to kind of move through putting the door panel back on a little bit in fast motion. If you want to see this in real or regular speed, just check out our other videos for the HHR door panel. But you can probably figure it out from taking it apart and what you see here. Put the lock switch back in, clip the cable back on, make sure that the top clips up onto the clips on the top of the door, line up the tabs or line up the clips, push them all in. Put your 3 T30 Torx screws back in, reinstall your little trim panels and that little pin on the edge of the door, and you'll be all set. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.oneaauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.